Well, clearly it was a day where volatility made a comeback. Nifty today was down 151 points, slipped quite a bit to close at 17,576. But we could clearly experience intraday oscillation throughout today's trading session. Good evening, traders. 45 minutes past 7 p.m. This is Tuesday evening, 12th of April 2022. And we have a pretty decent give back after the recent breakout uptrend that we have, almost 4% now on a high to low basis, spanning for 4, 5, 6 trading sessions now. This is the Nifty near month futures daily chart. Now with today's intraday low, which is close to that 17,482, the index has retested its previous breakout levels. Now, classic technical analysis, erstwhile resistances, if they are retested soon, they should act as source of support, and if they do act as source of support, then we should be seeing some higher upsides. Now it will need a couple of days time for us to confirm whether this acts as a support or not. For this, the bare minimum that we need is at least scaling above today's high, if not scaling above yesterday's high also. Then that will look like a pretty decent bounce back. In that case, yes, probability of 18,200 or maybe further upsides may open up. On the flip side, if the index slips below today's low, that's not going to be a good thing. We've been calling for supports at 17,400, 17,500. This is the zone, and any kind of close or slip below this zone starts to doubt the authenticity of this pretty nice trend reversing bounce back. Bearishness, negative sentiment might get back into our speeches if that happens, but little early to comment on that. We would like to see a move from the index above today's high. Now, this is a truncated week. Thursday, Fridays are market holidays, so tomorrow will mark the close of the week also. And when Monday market opens, it will have quite a bit of international market baggage with which it will open up on Monday. So for short-term traders, it will be sensible to keep themselves light over this weekend. Now, in our yesterday's video, I was looking for a breakout from the BankNIfty, and I think I had named yesterday's video, "Will the BankNIfty be able to deliver this time again?" Something like that. So what I was eyeing, what I was expecting, that the BankNIfty will show us some upside, some breakout. Well, it is clearly an outperformer in today's trade. There's no doubt about it. But today's move was more like a recovery rather than breakout. There's no doubt, both of us can see very clearly that the index is stuck within this range, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 trading sessions now. And yes, make or break, either give us a break above this or a break below this is what it will definitely mark the immediate direction of the index. The way it recovered was quite impressive towards the later half of the day's trade. And I think yesterday I spoke about Kotak Bank also, and surprisingly that's pretty impressive that Kotak Bank, in a day like where the index was 150 points down at the close, we have some couple of pretty decent private sector banking names, and Kotak Bank, though not impressive, but 0.77% gain of is not a bad deal. On a day-on-day basis, it's made a higher high, higher low. iBank also extending its move further on the upside and dealing with these resistances. So BankNIfty, I would reiterate yesterday's view that it can deliver. If we see a decent open tomorrow, and the breakout for BankNIfty would be 38,100, we might be looking for a retest of 39,000 very easily if it takes out 38,100. I think fresh bout of buying would definitely lead to a 1,000 point gain at least for this index. But yes, on the flip side, we need to very carefully keep a look at today's low. It's in a make or break kind of a zone. Amongst the top stocks, as you can see right here, or the banking stocks, Kotak Bank, iBank was positive. State Bank couldn't deliver a positive close, but it was marginally negative, 0.5%. The IT stocks are still in a pretty weak phase, though TCS has seen a range expansion today, and thanks to its the numbers and news behind it, it says an invalid symbol. So let's try something else, or this is some kind of a server related issue from TradingView. Doesn't seem so. It's trying to load the rest of my template. Seems like some kind of a technical glitch at their end. Nevertheless, so what I was saying was IT stocks are still pretty much in a downtrend. We did manage to see some bit of bounce back from stocks like HDFC and HDFC Bank, which is encouraging, but still it closed negative, though marginally, but still negative. So for tomorrow, I think my strategy will be to stay light, not looking to add too many positions, which I have to sit through the next 4 days and then open on Monday morning. And there are not much of breakout long candidates also. I do not want to short this kind of market because it has shown recent strength, and I'm considering this as a short-term correction post this bounce back. So not too keen on taking any bearish stance. And from a bullish point of view, because of today's movement, most of the stocks would have given you a range expansion. It doesn't make sense to chase any stocks above today's high unless it is BankNIfty which is breaking out, or the Kotak Bank, IDFC First kind of a stock that we discussed yesterday. IDFC First didn't play out that well, but Kotak definitely is one which is definitely worth looking at from a short-term point of view, 1850 and then maybe 1900. So with this, I'll wrap up today's video. As we wrap it up, the global market seems to be doing pretty good. In fact, SGX is up 86 points, 17,650. US markets, after the recent gap downs and sell-off, is managing a pretty decent bounce back for itself. S&P 500 up 1%, Nasdaq up a little less than a couple of percents. European markets are flat. Crude is up 5%, back to 99, almost touching that three-figure 100 mark. So this is not a good news again coming from the equity markets perspective. But nevertheless, considering 2 days of holidays in front of us, makes sense to stay light and stay with the strongest stocks and the sectors. I hope you've been trading well. Take care of yourselves, trade well and trade wise.